go.
Shh. Silence on set.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
We are live.
And somebody's got us on there.
Yeah, who's got their mic open?
Who was that then?
Oh, it could have been me, actually. Hang on.
I think it was. I think we know the culprit.
Yeah, we're going to blame Pip regardless.
It's the one with the beard. That narrows it down, doesn't
Not
it?
really, no.
I'll agree with that one.
Yes, we are live. Well done, Matt. Hi, everyone in the chat room. Give us a thumbs up or a something. See how many we got in there.
Currently 20.
Okay.
Waves.
But Glenn says he's got an error.
Liz is complaining about the facial hair.
Oh dear. Oh no, Liz. Now Liz is the reason why I've got my facial hair, because she said how nice mine looked. Has she changed her mind? Do I need to go and shave?
But
now?
here's something for you, Matt. Have you ever known Liz to say anything negative to anybody?
Oh no! Don't spoil it. That's what I cling. You know, I just little nuggets of joy from Auntie Liz are what keep me alive. You know.
You can tell I'm a counsellor, can't you?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you're really helping. Thanks, mate.
Right, chat room. We'll be kicking off in a few minutes, about 2 minutes. So if you want to go and grab yourself a beer or go to the loo or get your pen and paper ready.
Are you a very
do
long,
so now.
Are you a very long way away from your router where you are, by any chance, Pip?
Not terribly. Why is it not? Am I Skyping?
Not massively. You're going a little bit Minecrafty here and there. It's holding together so far.
Oh. Well, it could be that there's at least 3 other people in the house playing Fortnite and Netflix and all that kind of stuff.
Does somebody nick your wine glass at it?
No, it's over there. Haven't managed to put it off the ceiling yet.
Good. Okay.
It's all right. Don't panic. Don't panic.
The blue tack's finally given way, hasn't it?
Oh.
Yeah. Right. I'm just going to go and grab another beer. Amuse yourselves.
Quick, everybody run away.
Yes, I can say. Yeah, that's it. We'll leave him on his own.
That would be great. He came back to find the 5 empty screens.
I found some blank paper. Perfect.
Well, yeah, I've got some too. I'm not going to write anything on it. There's no point.
That's one of the nice things about being involved in the button pressing. I don't actually have to worry about the quiz. I just have to make sure it all goes out all right.
I actually use my special winning Airbus pen.
Oh, I say. Why is it winning? Is that what you used for Mike's quiz? Is that what?
Well, it's just an Airbus. It's just guaranteed a winner, isn't it?
Right. Okay.
I love the way it keeps disappearing when you hold it up.
Yeah. It's like magic, isn't it? There you go. It's gone.
Mind your hand's only half there.
I mean,
Well, that's just extra. I mean, you're not paying for that as a bonus, are you?
Well, quite.
Alrighty. I think the time has arrived. 8:30.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Very good.
So we'll aim to start the quiz in just a few minutes. So just for everyone in the chat room, you will need a pen and paper to write everything down. You will need a drink. That is mandatory. No drink, no play. You lot, let me see your drinks.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. Yes.
Jeff, yeah, Jeff can play.
There we go. Yes. Yeah.
Al can play. Okay, yeah, well done. Rules of the quiz, same as last time. Pretty simple. You lot, no swearing on here. No posting the answers, please, in the chat room. If you want to post...
Lane Street's asking, is a pencil okay?
As long as it's sharp.
Right, okay. Sharpen your pencil.
You may have a sharp pencil, yeah. Yeah, don't post the answers in the chat room, please, unless they're obviously wrong answers and they have comedy value, or you're trying to put Adam off or something like that.
Right, okay. Why are we trying to put Adam off? He did very well last time.
Because he's an inky swat, that's why.
I've not got the chat up, so that's not going to work.
We can say anything we like about Adam in the chat room then. Okay.
Right.
Okay, I'm getting the chat up now.
Lane says his pencil is sharper than him for sure.
Very good. The questions this time are slightly less aviation-y
What?
than the
dear.
previous quiz. Some of the questions have a very tenuous aviation link.
Okay.
Any questions about bowling? I can answer those.
Bowling? No, I'm afraid
Bowling and
not.
photography.
There's going to be.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we've got either. Sorry.
Owen looks
we
like
do
he's
hit-
sinking.
Do you mean John? He
Yeah,
who must not be
John.
named.
All right.
There's going to be 7 rounds. We'll have just a few minutes break after round 4, I think. There's lots of picture type questions on this one, so make sure you can see your screen rather than just listening to it.
So you may find it easier then for those of you who are on the Zoom call, if you double click on this window, what it should do is keep it at the forefront. I will show all the other hosts as they're talking, and then also you will see any videos or pictures that are shown.
Thank
What
you,
did that
Van
mean?
Gascoigne.
Well, so while I'm talking, hopefully you can now see me in front of
Yeah.
you. Yeah. If you double click on that on the picture of me that's in front of you, you can make that so that it stays there. So it like
it was
pins
go
it.
full screen. There's
There's a
to
little
pin
box
video.
in the
I've got it.
Yeah.
top
So,
right
yeah.
corner.
So if everybody pins the video, then at least as I say, when other people are talking, I will, for example, everybody can now see Captain Al, hopefully. But what it
No,
will
I
mean,
can't see Al. I can see some strange-looking thing.
Okay, right.
The monster from the deep.
Right, it's a bit rude, isn't it? And now we can see you. So
Handsome.
anyway,
New T-shirt.
the reason for that is it means that those who are on the Zoom call could also play along because you will be able to see the videos as well. Sorry, Pip, do carry on.
No, that's fine. And we're certainly not going to go for 3 hours like we did last time. We'll try and cap this at sort of 90 minutes, maybe a bit longer.
Challenge accepted.
Not too long. Yes.
90 minutes,
yes.
maybe a bit longer, like 3 hours.
Yeah. I think I went to bed about just before 1. I think last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty late.
Sounds about right.
So we'll start in just a couple of minutes. Just in case people in the chat room don't know who these fine folks are in front of me, let's. This guy with the flag behind him. He's my usual partner in crime. That's Airbus skipper. How do we say it? Your pal, my pal. Our pal, Captain Al, over there. Give us a wave, you gorgeous hunk of man.
Oh, thank you, darling. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm looking forward to beating Adam.
Oh, I see. Gloves are off. Yeah.
We also have, who should we go for? There we go, that bearded gentleman over there.
Could be anyone.
Also
Yeah,
looking,
that doesn't narrow it down.
Well, I would say white beard, but that also probably doesn't help. I've got a bit of white there as well. But yes, you know him. He's retired Airbus skipper Captain Nick McNickface, apparently.
Hi, everybody.
The Zoom thing.
Yep. Nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me again. Even though I only scored 12 in the last one.
Oh, poor showing. I'm sure you can do better this time. And then joining us, I think, for the first time on a Plane Safety Podcast production is the one and only mustachioed silver fox himself, the airline pilot guy, Captain Jeff Nilsson.
Hello. Great to be here.
Hello.
I'm on location in Nashville, Tennessee.
Ooh,
Sing us a song,
fine.
Jeff.
Yeah. Have you got
Trying
your
to make it
I can say,
country
have you
or
got your-
all
have you got your-
Western.
Have you got your guitar? That's the question.
I don't have my guitar, but
No.
I'm sure there's some downstairs.
Go find one immediately.
Yeah.
Are they social distancing in Nashville at the moment, Jeff? Could you get someone from room service to come and give us a true Nashville accent? It's really quite amusing midway through, you know, when you're ordering your burger or whatever. Is it Hilton Bergen, by the way?
It is at the Hyatt Place, I think, and
So they'll do like a
room
Hyatt
service.
burger that'll be just like every other
Hyatt burger.
hotel burger, won't it?
yeah. Nope. Complete social distancing here.
Excellent. And then last but certainly not least, I wanted to have the winner from the last week's quiz on the show. Unfortunately, Micah wasn't available, so I had to instead go for someone who came dead last. And that is that fine-looking fellow. In fact, there's 3 of them now down there. But he has he's teamed up with someone. So what's better than 1 air traffic controller? Well, it's 2 air traffic controllers. And what's better than 2 air traffic controllers? It's air traffic controllers that are married to each other. So we got the Batman and Robin of air traffic controlling down there. We got Adam and Louise Spink plus Betty. Hi, Betty.
Betty says hello.
Dog.
And I'll tell you what's better than 2 air traffic controllers is no air traffic controllers.
I think there's trouble ahead.
How are you guys?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. How
Excellent. You keen and raring to go? Think you're going to win this one?
I don't know. Well, having the revelation that this is actually not an aviation quiz,
he might not do so well.
is slightly concerning.
It's mostly aviation.
With a bit of Star Trek.
Aviation.
Glenn Towler is saying apparently
Possibly.
minus 50 points for Al already, by the way. I'm not quite sure why.
All right, well, I think introduction's over. If everyone's ready, is everyone ready? Do you need a quick pee-pee or grab something to drink? I'll take
Ready
that
to
as a
go?
Yes.
No, ready
Brilliant.
to go.
Well, let's get going then. So I think what we're going to do, stick with tradition and start with round 1, which is a picture round. So very similar to last time. So there's going to be 10 questions here. There's 12 points up for grabs. The first few are sort of picture puzzles from my warped mind. You just got to guess what the aircraft is from the picture clue. And then the final 5, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are sort of pixelated and distorted pictures. So if we're ready, Sir Matthew, with round 1, question 1. What aircraft is this? I'll give you 10 or 15 seconds to have a look and a think at that. Say what you see, as the famous gentleman used to say. Say what you see.
That was catchphrase, wasn't it? Was that Roy Walker?
That was catchphrase.
The
yeah.
legend that
Roy
was.
Walker.
Yeah.
I can see Nick struggling with that one. He's screwing up his face. I know Jeff knows what this is. Come on.
I don't.
No? Okay, well, it's... I don't
Pippa's
think
the
I can
quiz
give you any more
master,
hints.
Can I say what I see?
No. You're not allowed
You
to
can
give
say
out the
what you
answers yet.
see.
I mean, I see a black cat with a red scarf on with the number with F6
like
written on it.
Or look a bit closer if you can't quite see the picture. Maybe I should have placed that picture slightly off center. Look at what the cat has as ears. That might give you a clue. And look at his tail particularly. All right, I think we've had enough of that one.
Okay.
If you haven't got it now, you'll never get it. Let's go on to picture number 2. What aircraft is this?
What the chuffing heck is that?
Oh, I know what that is.
I thought you might.
Right. Okay.
I've
Look
got
carefully.
it too.
Yeah, it's not that difficult. Once you get into my mindset, once you see how the cogs in my brain
I'm
work.
surprised you managed to get a picture of my ex-girlfriend.
Now, we were having a conversation about this earlier. Is that a man or a woman?
I don't think it really
It's
matters.
a Russian weightlifter. It's probably not relevant.
Well, it's not Russian.
Russian?
Cheating if it is. It's wearing the wrong T-shirt.
Oh my.
Okay, so I
It's
think
one
we've
of those
had enough
Russians
time
that
on
the
that one.
Americans brought in to just bolster their chances.
Question 3, in a similar vein. If you like question 2, you'll definitely like question 3. So, question 3, what aircraft is this? I hope you don't mind, Jeff, but I took a photo of you in the shower.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't mind at all. I was wondering what you were doing in there.
Well, I must say, it's a good look, Jeff. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, the abs looking good, old chap. Well done.
absolutely. Yeah. No carbs there.
My aircraft recce must be, I don't know, failing me. I'm having a few problems here.
This one you may well have done battle with.
Yeah, that would be a clue enough. Kind of your era, I would think, Nick.
Yeah.
That one.
Pre-war then, okay.
Yeah.
Jeff, think along the
Which
very
war are we
similar lines
talking
as to
about?
the last one.
Yeah, I got that aspect of it.
If I've got the right aircraft, you could cut your finger on it.
No, you've not got the right aircraft.
All right, never mind.
Well, then.
All right, I think we've had enough of that one. Let's move on. Oh, I like this one. Number 4. What aircraft is this?
I know. See, even I can get that one. That's really easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I could sing the song as well if you like. Love Shack.
Oh,
was the song.
Love Shack was the song.
Yeah.
I thought it was Bucks Fizz.
No, it's not Bucks Fizz.
Got it.
No, I agree. I thought it was too.
Yeah. No, I think.
I think Cheryl was looking a bit out.
If,
But, you know.
if I'm correct, it's the name of the band that you're after on this one. Sorry.
Minus 10 points for Matt there.
Excellent, lovely. Lane Street says, "Is that ABBA?"
I'm trying to remember the girl in the middle, her name. It's Roy Schneider, isn't it? Who was the girl? I forget.
Yeah. So I mean,
Anyway,
everybody's telling me off in the chat room now. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, so they should. All right,
Sorry,
we've had enough of that one, I think. Number 5 could possibly be my favoritist question in the whole quiz. This made me chuckle. Let's have number 5. Which aircraft is this?
You're all going to have to look very closely, I think.
I love
Oh,
this.
it's an astronomy thing.
I've got it.
Yeah, so
Yay.
It's the Boeing Moonship.
it's the Jelly Baby.
I just got visions of the fact that it was obviously May the 4th yesterday. You know, it's just
That's
like,
Star Trek Day, isn't it?
oh, don't you suffer and muffin. I very.
How are you doing with these ones, Adam? I've not heard you made a smarmy comment for a couple of minutes.
I'm just waiting for the quiz to start.
Okay.
All right.
It is coming up, isn't it?
No.
No, okay.
That's what she said.
Does anyone need any more time on that one?
That's what she said.
I think that one's pretty easy. Okay,
Or a twisted van.
the next 5, or the next 3 anyway, are sort of pixelated, distorted aircraft. So you just got to tell me what the hidden picture is, okay? So, number 6, if you would.
Ooh.
What aircraft is that?
That was another picture you took when we were in the shower.
I'm not sure what part that would have been.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a chat room window covering up the...
Right,
part of it.
okay.
Sorry.
Something very large. We'll gloss over that and move on.
So what aircraft is that? He's struggling with that, Adam.
No.
No.
Are you looking for manufacturer, model, and variant?
Oh, here we
As
go.
much as you want to give me.
Wow.
And the point of departure, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What,
The common
which
name,
runway?
the popular name, I think will be enough. But if you want
And
to give me the
hex
whole
code
lot,
of its transponder, if you'd be so kind.
Will do.
Lane
all right,
Street,
that was number 6. Sorry, Matt, go on.
Lane Street says, is that a Lego plane?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Straight out of Minecraft for me.
Well, you're not alone there, to be fair, Al. I think that's what it's supposed to look like.
Let's move on to number 7.
Okay, yes.
What aircraft is this?
It's grey. Al's already lost interest.
It's grey. Tricky. I can see the Sphinx conferring.
Oh. You notice how they've absolutely mastered this whole muting thing so that they can have a conversation like that.
I want to see them have an argument.
No.
A big on-air marital argument.
Yeah.
Give it 30 minutes.
Yeah, right. I was going to say, Adam never does anything live, so it's just like one of these things that could be World War III breakout.
Fabian says, I think this is a trap. It could well be, Fabian. I think this might trip up a few of you.
Ooh.
Anyway, let's say no more about that. Let's go on to number 8, please, Matt. What flying object is this?
Well,
do I need to view it upside down to make it easier?
No, it's the right way up. What iconic, well-known vehicle
I should probably get told off for saying this, but there is a chance that if you are in the States, you could be at a slight disadvantage here.
Oh, I thought this was fairly well known in the States.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, all right. Well,
and I did leave the writing on the side of it, if you can look close enough.
Oh, that's a good point, yes.
Or at least
writing? You've got to be kidding me. Am I looking at the same thing?
Well, I was going to say...
pink blamage?
Well, I'll give you a clue, Nick. It's not pink.
Worrying.
Well, you've got your screen colours wrong.
It's not an extreme
and it is
close-up of Jeff's nugget again, is
Possibly, yes. It could be that sort of, yes.
A very angular nuggets.
It's not pink and it is small. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, I've got to be honest, it looks a bit similar to the visions that I had when I had my colonoscopy, to be honest.
Oh, boy. Right.
Adam, have you got this one?
Yeah?
Yeah? I thought you might. Yeah. It's easy. It's easy. All right. That's confused enough people. The next two are, what's the word? Chimeras. They are two aircraft stuck together in a not terribly professional manner, but there's two aircraft here stuck together. So I want to know both aircraft. There's two aircraft stuck together and a point for each.
This is the ultimate cut and shut, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Which two aircraft is that? Uh-oh, the wife's here. She can't open her bottle of cheap Prosecco.
Right, you've got priorities, you see. This is
Smash it. Just take it and whack it on the edge of the granite worktop. Works a treat.
What two aircraft is that?
Right.
So this is 2 pointers.
Owen in the chat room says it's a 777 and an A350. There you are. Yeah, wrong answers in the chat room only, please.
Well, this looks like an accident on opposing bases podcast.
I think it's their standard level of controlling, actually.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
And then in a similar vein, which two aircraft is this in number 10?
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, come on, Nick, that's right up your street.
I think there's some clues in that photo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and they've muted.
Oh, Louise knows.
There was nearly an answer accidentally given.
Okay, so there's 2 points again for this. 1 point for each. You'll have to forgive my photo editing skills. I couldn't quite get them to exactly line up. But you get the idea. All right. Any of you lot need to have another look at any of those, or should we move on to round 2?
Sock it to us, baby.
Sock it to you. Okay. Round 2, a repeat from last time. Different questions, obviously, but this is name the airport. Okay, so just give me the name of the airport. If you want to be flash and give me the ICAO code and all that, then feel free, but you don't get any extra points for it. So the first, there's 10 of these. The first 5 or 6 are going to be pictures of the runway diagrams and their lats longs. So stick the first one up there, Matt, and we can explain as we go along. So here's. Oh, that's a bit small. Any chance of making that bigger?
No, because that's unfortunately the size that you sent it to me, so we'll have to read it out to you. So it says
shoot.
The others are fine. It's just this one. One runway, N 51 degrees 30.3. Is that how I say it out loud? I don't know.
So north 51. What was the number? 51 something north.
Yeah. 51 30.3 and east
3
0, 0,
3
0.
minutes and 3.3 minutes east.
So it's roughly 52 degrees north and 3 minutes east, and it has one east-west runway. Sorry if that's a bit small for folks, but I think the lat long will probably help you somewhat there.
Yeah, it says longest 09/27, 1508 times 30m.
That's the runway length, yeah. So it's a shortish runway, east-west, and it's at pretty much 51.5 degrees north and 3 minutes east. No degrees and 3 minutes east.
A mere stone's throw east of the meridian.
No, it's not even minutes, is it? That's seconds,
Yeah.
3 seconds east.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty much on the meridian. If that's probably gave it away now. I'll be quiet. Okay, so I think you got the idea.
Naval College Airport then.
It'll be pretty close. So the next few are in a very similar vein. So let's have a look at number 2, please. What airport is that?
Okay, so just read it out just in case people aren't able to...
Okay, I'll read it out for you. So it's one north-south runway, and it's located at no degrees south, 0 degrees, 7.5 minutes south, and 78 degrees west. You don't need to know the minutes and seconds.
Nev says it's a long one. There we are, family show.
That's what she said.
Thanks, Tanya.
So it's 7 miles south of the equator. And that's as much as I'm giving you. And it's at 78 degrees west. I hope you're liking this in the chat room. Or are people swearing at me?
No, it seems to be going down okay.
Well, we're swearing at you.
Excellent.
That's why we're on mute all the time.
I thought this might stump you, Adam.
Oh, no, we've got the answer.
Oh, you got it. Oh, I so hope you haven't.
Well, we're pretty sure we have the answer.
All right, number 3 then, please. Now, this is a tough one, but I had to throw one in there to separate the men from the boys. Ooh, that's a bit small again.
Yeah. So it's...
All right, this one then is got 3 parallel northeast, southwest runways, and it's pretty much at 30 degrees north, 30 degrees east. 30 degrees north, 30 degrees east.
And the other information there, longest is 05 right slash, is that right? 05R?
05 right, yeah, it won't help though.
No, okay.
I can't even read the runway length from here.
Okay.
But they're pretty long runways, I'd imagine.
4,000 by 60.
Yeah, it's a pretty hot place, this.
Yeah.
Pretty hot and pretty pointy.
It's pretty clear on YouTube. It's probably just because you're only getting,
is it? Okay.
you're getting a lower quality.
Yeah, I have to say it looks pretty clear from when I'm looking at it on the stream. So
Excellent.
Yeah.
I can see Jeff working it out. If I talk, he might put him off. Have you got it yet, Jeff?
No.
29, 27. All right.
I don't know that part of the globe.
Yeah, that is a toughie. And then if you thought that was a toughie, then this one is taking the mick. Number 4, please.
There we go. So this one's also, I'm afraid, is a bit on the small side. But if you're watching on YouTube, obviously it will be. It's much better. The latency is quite low, so you're only a few seconds behind us on YouTube at the moment. So 2 runways this one, and I would try and read out the thing, but I don't know what they mean. So south 17 degrees, something or other. Somebody teach me.
South 17 degrees, 45.3 minutes. And east 177 degrees, 26.6 minutes. The longest runway is 0220, and the runway length is 3,273 meters, and its standard width at 46 meters.
So this one is just about as far east as you can go before you start being west again.
It'd be in the Far East.
You could say that. How's the chat room doing? Dave W has no idea. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Nor does Glenn. Well, Glenn, this is in your neck of the woods. Glenn, I would expect you to get this one.
Yeah. Never suggested that it's Dagenham International Airport.
Let's go on to number 5, please,
Yes,
Matthew?
certainly. Yeah.
And this is the last one of these ones. You'll be pleased to hear.
Woohoo.
Oh, it's another tiny one.
Yeah. So 7 runways this time. That's probably a big clue. So it's north.
Coordinates. Yeah, go on then, Matt. Go on, you shoot.
Oh, I'll give it a try. So it's north 32 degrees, 53.8. What does that mean? What's the 53.8?
Minutes. 53.8 minutes.
53.8 minutes. West 97 degrees and 2.3 minutes. Is that right?
Finally, one I know.
Yeah, I think Jeff would have a pretty reasonable
Well, it's in Jeffland,
chance of getting
I'm
this.
guessing.
It's in Jeffland, yeah.
So so longest 17C/35C, 4,085 by 4,085 meters, I presume, by 46.
Yeah, I don't
I
think there
should
are
have
many
paid more
airports with 7
attention when
runways
I
out
was
there.
flying around the world, shouldn't I?
Just for this very occasion.
All right, the next 5 then are a little bit easier. These are just photographs of airports. So just tell me the airport. Number 6, what airport is this? We've talked about it enough times on the podcast.
White Waltham.
That's
does
that's
look
the
a bit
Sugarloaf
like White Waltham, doesn't it?
Mountain, so that's Rio de Janeiro.
Very good. Right.
What airport is that? I think everyone can get that one.
Is that Beccles International?
If you look very, very closely in the bottom right-hand corner of that picture, you can see McDonald's.
Oh, awesome. That's where I'm going.
Number 7, what airport is this? This is a still taken from a movie. This is taken directly from a James Bond movie, in fact. So tell me, what airport is that?
Yeah, we got that.
I thought you might.
Radio.
I think just on the last podcast, Matt, you guys ran a story about this airport being carbon neutral, which I thought was a load of old BS.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
nevertheless, there it is.
Right, fair enough. Oh, I know what that one is then.
Okay. That's number 7. How about number 8? What airport is number 8, please?
Wow. That looks mad.
Oh, oh dear. That means one of my other answers is wrong.
Oh. Damn it.
I could have been sneaky and put the same one in twice.
Yeah, you're not that clever.
No, I'm not. You're right.
They don't
Okay,
get
so
many
that's a lovely-
crosswinds there, do they?
I guess not. Let's move on to number 9. I expect you all to get this one. What airport is this? Have a close look.
Ah, got it.
The Spinks are having to think about this one.
Well, it's just, do you want the name of the airport or the...
Well, this round is called Name the Airport. So, yeah, if you can give me the name of the airport, we'll be spiffing.
Stephen Ivey suggesting it's the Miss Latoya Jackson International Spaceport.
Could be.
Nice.
Could be. Okay, and then finally in this round, what airport is this?
I'm gonna die. I'm sure you're not supposed to use more than 45 degrees angle of bank on the finals turn.
How on earth are you going to get the airport from that?
Well,
There's
Because
only
if
one
you're a
place in
nerd,
only the
it's
most
a very famous checkerboard.
Yeah, in the world.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go
Anyone
get
who
Steve.
doesn't get that doesn't deserve to be on an aviation podcast.
I don't. I
sorry,
never
Matt.
said that I deserve to be on one. I don't know. I don't know how I'm here.
on that comment, Adam's looking very worried.
Yeah, I doubt that somehow.
I've flown an approach to this airport in the sim.
Oh, have you?
Very good.
Yeah, 747 Classic 200. Lovely.
Get her.
Surprised me if that picture was titled "Real Men Don't Go Around."
I'm so going to go and get wine now. That's it.
Okay, so that was round 2. There were 10 questions and they were 1 point each. Round 3 is a new round. This is a round I like to call Linky Dinky. You're going to have 4 questions, which are just questions. You give me the answers. And then the 5th question is what links the previous 4 answers. Okay, so I'm going to give you the 4 questions. And now I apologize in advance if this is a little bit regional centric, but tough luck. Okay, so question 1 in the Linky Dinky rounds is this. What is the name of the military test pilot school formed in 1943 at Boscombe Down, later based at Cranfield and Farnborough before returning to Boscombe Down in 1968? What is the name of the military test pilot school at Boscombe Down?
Do you want the initials or it written out in full?
Why don't you all tell us the initials and we'll decide.
See what you did there.
Well, I gave you most of it.
It's commonly referred to by the initials, but which one do you want, Pip?
It's actually the first word is of that would be helpful to you. Okay, so what's the name of the military test pilot school at Boscombe Down? There's something.
Fabian says Top Gun UK.
Okay.
All I can say is that the people who've come from this particular establishment fall into 2 groups. Those are half of them you have to prize out the information, and the other one tell you every 30 seconds that they went there.
That's just military pilots generally, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
How do you know someone's been in the RAF? He'll tell you.
Oh. Okay.
All right, that was question 1. Question 2. Question 2. This is not very aviation at all, but it's well, you'll see why. What name was given by the Romans to the northern lands of Britain, or Britannia as they called it, which roughly coincides with modern-day Scotland? So what name was given by the Romans to the lands in the north of Britain, which roughly coincides with modern-day Scotland? Oh, it's got Adam's eyebrows waggling. Now, don't worry, if you haven't got that, you might be able to work backwards from the next couple of questions if you can see the link. Okay, so that was question 2. What was the name given by the Romans to the north of the UK, which roughly coincides with what is now Scotland? Question 3. What is the name given to the generally 10 nautical mile wide air routes, often defined by radio beacon radials, that aircraft navigate along on an IFR flight? What is the general name that we give to those 10 nautical miles? What? The 10 nautical mile wide air routes, often defined by radio beacon radials, that aircraft fly along on an IFR flight. Okay. And then question 4, there's a picture to go with this one, I hope, Matt.
Yep.
Question 4, you can stick the picture up. Built by the Scottish Aviation Company in 1969, it saw service as a basic aerobatic trainer with the RAF, the Swedish Air Force, and the Hungarian Air Forces for several decades. What aircraft is this?
And questions 3 and 4 are supposed to help us to get number 2.
All of these 4 questions are linked, and we're going to get to that on the next question.
Glenn Towler says it's a Spitfire.
Yeah, what mark?
And then,
yeah. Fabian says it's a C-172.
Oh, it's a Pipstrel, says Liz. I think that's very good.
And then question 5 is simply, what one-word answer links all the previous 4 questions? What one-word answer links all the previous answers to the last 4 questions?
Obviously, I have.
So we had, what was the name of the military test pilot school at Boscombe Down? What was the name given by the Romans to the north of the UK? What do we call those 10 nautical mile wide air routes that we fly along? And what was that aircraft that we had a look at? And then what one-word answer links them all?
You're nuts. This is...
It took me ages to think of this.
Why bother?
Oh, you'll kick yourself when you hear it, Nick.
Well, I'm 99% certain that I've got 3 of the 4 right.
Well, that's the beauty of this. You don't need to have all 4 of them right to
Yeah, but it
work
doesn't
out the
help.
link. Ah, well... You'll just have to think a bit harder. Anyone in the chat room got this one? Glenn says it's easy. I knew Glenn would get it. Stephen says no. Oh. What was 4 again? 4 was... Can we have another look at that aircraft, please, Matt?
Yep. There you go.
What is this aircraft? Built by the Scottish Aviation Company in 1969, it saw service as a basic aerobatic trainer with both the Royal Air Force, the Swedish Air Force, and the Hungarian Air Force. Maybe others as well, I don't know. Served for several decades. What aircraft is that? In fact, I flew that at the Air Squadron, the University Air Squadron. Maybe even that very aeroplane.
No, it's still in one piece.
Yeah, you're probably right. The one I flew has no undercarriage. Okay, and then what links all of those? There's 7 points available there. So you get 1 point for the first 4, and then 3 points if you can find the link. So one single word that links them all together. Did you get it, Adam? Do you think? The link?
To be honest, we're struggling with number 2, but yeah, we got the link.
Yeah.
Good for you. Okay, so you can have a think about that as the quiz goes on, but let's move on to round 4, and then we'll have a quick break after round 4. Now, round 4 is a round I've amusingly called Dude, Where's My Vowels? So you're going to see the name of an aircraft, but the vowels have been removed.
Oh, vowel.
So I'm going to give you...
I thought you said bowel.
Vowel.
I was going to say, hang on.
Not vowel. Val. Anyone who's a fan of that show with the delightful Victoria Corrin... What's that show called now?
Victoria Corrin Mitchell.
Only Connect it's called.
Connect, yeah.
You'll see this. Okay, but Matt, I need your help here. I'm going to give you a strict 5 seconds only to have a look at this.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to have 5 seconds. This will be the name of an aircraft. The vowels are removed. Just tell me the aircraft. Let's go, number 1.
And then we're going to move straight on to the next one afterwards, or am I coming back?
Just come back to us.
Okay, all right then. Okay, so here we go. Here comes number 1.
This is an easy one to start with.
5,
What aircraft is that?
4, 3, 2, 1, and we're out.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, that's great, because if I look at the YouTube picture, I get another 2 seconds.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Okay, number 2. What aircraft is this with the vowels missing?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very
the
good.
quiz
I think
start?
most people are getting this. Yeah, getting all cocky again now.
You say Twister? Yeah, I thought so.
Number 3. What aircraft is this?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you can't pause the YouTube video, you lot in the chat room. That's cheating.
It's cheating.
I've tried. It's not easy.
These are not difficult, I don't think. Are we ready? Number 4. Here we go. What aircraft is this?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did we miss one, Matt? I thought that was number 5, that one.
No, that was number 4.
That's 4.
Okay, well, we'll keep going then, see what happens. The next one then, whatever number that is
Number 5.
this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll give them a few seconds to write it down. Do you all get that one?
Yeah.
All bar 1.
Okay. The next one then, please. What is this?
Number 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I like this round.
You've got them all so far. Okay, chat room. Then the next one should be, I guess, number 7.
Number 7, yes. Number 7. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't like this.
Okay, number 8.
8, yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dear, dear, dear.
Don't you just love the way he manages to get, a Blake 7 reference in?
I thought it was Doctor Who.
Number 9.
Number 9, yes, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then, is there a number 10 then? Because
Finally,
it's a
yes,
different
yeah,
order on my
finally,
list.
number 10, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Number 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we are.
Now, you will get another chance to see these briefly when we run through the answers later.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot I changed that. I had a different one on my list. Okay, so those were 1 point each, and there were 10 of those. Let's just take a 2-minute break if you need to go and do the do or get a drink or whatever else. And chat room, if you need anything repeated, ask now or forever hold your peace.
Okay, we'll give him a chance to... Okay, let's see if there's anything coming back for any repeats.
Right, we've got lots of kind of clips and pictures to look at in the next couple of rounds.
Okay, all right. So that's it. So your time's up then for any repeats. Sorry. Could you repeat the first half of the first half hour? Laura is asking. Right.
She is funny. It turns out. I was challenging her earlier in the chat room to be funny, and she's accomplished it. Well done, Laura.
Good. All right. So we're going to take a very quick 2-minute break. If anybody needs the loo or needs to have a change of glass or a charge of glass, shall we say? We'll be right back after this.
Ooh, I like it.
Delighted to talk to retired Air Chief Marshal Sir Richard Johns.
And your 2
Are we
minutes are
back?
up.
Awesome. All right, well, I hope you're all sufficiently refreshed because we're going to ramp it up a notch or two now. Or let's wait for Jeff. He's emptying the minibar. He's stealing the hairdryer and all the other bits that aren't bolted down to his hotel room. You can't hear me, though.
Dressing gowns, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Is everybody ready then? Okay, eyes down looking. This is round number 5, and this is a round I like to call Alpha Links. You'll remember this from last time, I hope. Concept is quite simple. If the answer to the first question, for instance, began with an A, then the answer to the next question would begin with a B, and the following question would begin with a C, D, E, etc., etc. If we get to the letter Z or Z, then next question will be A. This caused some confusion last time. Are we all clear on that?
What letter are we starting off with then?
And we're using the English alphabet, is that correct?
Oh, dear.
English alphabet only, please.
Oh, not the
Okay,
Welsh.
It's all Greek to me.
All right, I think we all got the hang of that. So, question 1 of round 5. There's a picture to go with this. Born on the 9th of March 1934, who is this pioneering aviator? I'll give you 15 seconds or so to have a look at that.
What was the...
Oh, and by the way, one of the rules was first name, last name, in that order. Okay?
What was the
First
date
name,
of birth
last
again,
name.
sorry?
It was 9th of March 1934.
I keep putting
So
down
this-
the name of the bloke that bends forks.
So this gentleman's first name will be your starting point for this round. So who is this handsome-looking chap?
And more importantly, what's happening to the right of him that's causing him to look that way with such concern?
I guess we'll never know. I'll try I'm eating crisps.
Which one's the
Right.
order of Lenin?
Jeff, you look confused. I think Nick's given enough hints. All right, number 2 in Alpha Links. Named for the German count who pioneered the idea in the late 1800s, what name is commonly given to the rigid airship design of the early 20th century? I shall repeat that. Named for the German count who pioneered the idea in the late 1800s, what name is given to the rigid airship design of the early 20th century? So, if you got the first one, you should be able to get that one. Question 3. Which airline in 1999 became the first in the world to offer online check-in? Which airline in 1999 became the first in the world to offer online check-in?
I've just realised I misspelt the first Russian bloke's name, and I was really, really confused there for a while.
Okay. Question number 3.
No.
Sorry, question number 4. We just did 3. Number 4 is a picture to go with this one as well. Question 4. Built by the Beechcraft Company from 1961 and still in production today, what is this light twin aircraft? Built by the Beechcraft Company from 1961 and still in production today, what is this light twin aircraft?
Dum da lum da lum da lum da lum dum. Dum da lum da lum da lum dum da lum dum dum.
Careful.
Dum da lum da lum da lum da lum dum. You have to be Jeff's age to recognise that.
Oh,
Yes, Nick possibly helping there, but possibly not.
Indeed. Only time will tell.
All right. Yeah. Question number 5 in the Alpha Links round. John Gillespie McGee Jr., Battle of Britain pilot and author of the famous poem High Flight, Oh, How I've Slipped the Surly Bonds of Earth, you know the one, was born in what country? John Gillespie McGee Jr., Battle of Britain pilot and author of the famous poem High Flight, was born in what country? I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and punched the face of God, or something
Cameroon.
like that.
Or was it Cardiff?
One of the few good things to come from that country.
Ooh.
Just kidding.
Liz.
You don't have
She'll get her own back.
I can say you don't have the safety blankets of your producer now.
I'm not saying anything. Question number 6. United Airlines DC-10 Flight 232 crashed on the 19th of July 1989 at Sioux City Airport. But which airport did that flight depart from? Just the name of the city that it departed from. A United Airlines DC-10 Flight 232 crashed on the 19th of July 1989 at Sioux City Airport. But which airport did the flight depart from? Oh, wow. That was,
Coronavirus.
That was terrible.
Diseased.
Bell, ring the bell.
Quite.
I've already daubed, or my neighbours have daubed a white cross on my house.
Have they?
so-
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, on the door.
Yeah.
I noticed you didn't have your bell with you tonight. Is that because you're not actually outside of the house that you're not ringing your bell?
Well, yeah, I've got two. One I hang around my neck in case I get lost, and the one I have to ring when I'm walking along. You're right.
Anyway.
Question 7. Now, this is worth 2 points. There's going to be a bonus point available here. Question 7. First flown on the 18th of February 1977, what was the name of the first NASA space shuttle? And a bonus point if you can tell me how many days it spent across its whole lifetime in space. First flown on the 18th of February 1977, what was the name of the first NASA space shuttle? And a bonus point if you can tell me how many days cumulatively it spent in space. I think Laura might get this on if she's still in the chat room. Funny Laura.
Is there a plus or minus on this?
No.
Yeah, the plus is if you get the right answer, you get a point, and the minus is if you don't get the right answer, you don't get a point.
Well, quite, yes.
I thought it might be within plus or minus a day or two.
I want the exact number.
Really?
First flown on the
I was
18th of
gonna say-
February 1977.
Yeah, Mark's asking what's the margin of error on the number?
0 margin of error, I'm afraid. I want the exact number. Okay, so what was the name of the very first NASA space shuttle and how many days did it spend over its lifetime in space? Question number 8. We've got
Hang on a minute. Is that a trick question?
We can't go back. I've moved on from that now. Question 8.
I think
Question
I've worked out
8
the
has
answer.
a movie clip to go with it. Okay, we're going to watch the movie clip. Let me ask the question first. What highly realistic 2012 film starring Denzel Washington is this? Roll VT.
Put it out. 27, where's that airport?
227, it's 1 o'clock, 3 miles.
All right, we're not gonna make that. Our engines are burning up. I see a field and a road ahead of us. We're gonna set it down there.
This is from my last flight, I think.
Oh no, fire in the right now! We're coming back
This
around.
film has a great
But I want
opening
you to hit
scene.
Full power, full throttle, you understand?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I knew Hal would like it.
This is so
typifies
realistic.
the daily life of an Acme pilot, doesn't it?
This is so realistic that Matt texted me earlier and said, shall I correct that video that you've accidentally put in upside down?
Yep.
I said, no, it's meant to be upside down.
That is genuinely what I texted him. Because I honestly thought, because to be honest, we do have a bit of a weird anomaly when Armando sends us videos. For some reason, they often end up upside down. So I just literally assumed that that's what happened. And so I was in the process of doing it. And then I suddenly thought, hang on a minute, I will just check with Pip.
It would have been very amusing if you'd actually corrected it.
Yeah, maybe I should have done that.
Brilliant.
So what 2012 film was that? Okay, question 9 in this Alpha Links round. Family Guy's Glenn Quagmire is a well-known ex-Navy pilot and current airline captain. What is his well-known single-word catchphrase? Family Guy's Glenn Quagmire is an ex-Navy pilot and current airline captain. What is his well-known single-word catchphrase?
Good job you're not checking our spelling, isn't it?
I think we may have stumped the Sphinx, possibly.
Yeah, first one we've not got.
Yay! Well, that means everyone else gets 10 points.
Oh, brilliant.
And then finally, last question in this Alpha Links round. There's a picture to go with this. Founded in 1922, which aircraft manufacturer produced these aircraft? Founded in 1922, which aircraft manufacturer produced these aircraft?
Obviously, a point for each aircraft identified.
If you wish to be so flash and name them all, you can, but I'm not giving you extra points.
No.
Stephen says German one. Nev says crap one.
So that was the Alpha Links round. There's 11 whole points up for grabs there. That was round 5. So, round 6. This is a round we're calling Movie Mash. Movie Mash. There's going to be 5 questions with 9 points available, and there's movie clips to go with each one of these. Now, these are clips that I've taken off the interweb, and I've screwed around with them a bit. I've made them look funny or sound funny or something weird, but just tell me, please, the name of the movie. So number 1 in round 6 Movie Mash. What is this movie?
Hey, what about Major Kong?
Well, that was lovely.
Now, there's 2 points available here. You can give me the well-known title of this movie, but if you can give me the full title, you get an extra point. Extra point for the full title of the movie.
Easy.
Do we need to see that again, or are we happy with that?
I can play it again if you want.
I think we're happy with that. No, we'll come back to it later.
All right. Yep.
Okay, so what was the name of that movie? Okay, similar deal with number 2. What is this movie? It's my new video editing software. It's rather fun.
I do not like it.
No.
That was number 2.
Yeah, I feel quite nauseous. Is that just me?
Right, the next 3 then are movies. You're going to see a movie, but the soundtrack that goes with it is from a different movie. So tell me both the movies, the movie you see and the movie you hear. So for you people on the panel, try not to talk over it because you won't hear it. So which 2 movies are these?
Sorry, say again?
Let's go.
Too low, terrain.
Flaps out. Put the flaps out.
Flaps out.
Cactus 1549 radar contact.
What 2 movies was that?
Are the hard questions coming up?
Okay, exactly the same with number 4. 2 movies, one you see, one you hear. What are they?
Delta Charlie Tiger, you're clear to land at 180 degrees. Jose Jimenez on approach. Say again? My name, Jose Jimenez. Oh yeah, Shepard, I almost forgot. You're clear at 180 degrees. We have some boys down here who want to talk to you about being an astronaut. They want to make me an astronaut. Oh, I hope not.
I'm so glad I'm not playing along.
What 2 movies are there? Both very well-known movies.
Somebody in the Nev says in the chat room, another classic Pip landing.
Midnight at the Oasis. Very good, Tanya.
I'm noting all of these down. And then finally, exactly the same, what 2 movies are we seeing and hearing?
Ice, we got a problem here. Now breaking up
Oh, I got that
on
one.
radar. Not 1 pair, 2 pair. Repeat, 4 bogeys. Wood, we've got 4 bogeys.
Wrong! Make that 5! Oh, shit! He's got a radar lock on us!
Get out of there, Hollywood!
I actually quite like that round.
Okay, so who loses the PSP points for the swearing in that one then? How does that work?
Yes, apologies for that. There was an adult word in the middle, but it's after 9 o'clock, so I think we're okay.
Okay.
So that was rather good fun, I thought.
That was good.
So there was nine points available there. And we will have a brief look at them again later on when we do the answers. So that means that we have, roughly on schedule, arrived at round 7, the last round, which is, as ever, the wipeout round. So pay attention, folks. I shall say this only once. The wipeout round. There are 10 questions. They are 1 point each. If you can get all 10 questions correct, you will get 30 points. You get 20 extra points if you can get them all correct. But if you get a single question wrong, you lose all of the points for this round. Okay? So do you dare take a stab and go for glory and get 30 points? Or do you play it safe and just leave it blank? If you leave it blank, that's fine. But if you answer it and get it wrong, you lose all of your points for this round.
It sounds like my ATPL exam.
It's not complicated. Okay, so here we go then. So only answer if you're confident of getting it right, because if you get it wrong, you lose all your points for this round. But if you get it right, you get 30 whole points. Here we go. There's a audio clip for this first one, so listen carefully. Question 1, what aviation-themed radio sitcom is this?
All right, he's in. Do the briefing, Martin.
Right, destination is Guspini, codenamed Timbuktu. For the avoidance of doubt, crew should note that any time Timbuktu is referred to, Guspini is meant.
Yes, I believe we're up to speed with the deception.
In the unlikely circumstance the actual Timbuktu is referred to, the name is to be repeated twice.
How do you mean?
Timbuktu, Timbuktu.
Means Guspini.
No! Timbuktu means Guspini. Timbuktu, Timbuktu means Timbuktu.
Oh, I see. But you only repeated it once.
I didn't. I said Timbuktu, Timbuktu.
Exactly. You said it, and then you repeated it. If you'd repeated it twice, you'd have said Timbuktu, Timbuktu, Timbuktu.
Yes, excuse me, but I'm trying to run an airline here, not an owl sanctuary. Get on with it.
All right.
What radio sitcom and personal Bible was that? I've mentioned this many times on the podcast, I think, and I've certainly ripped enough clips off of them and stuck them on the end. So, what aviation-themed radio podcast was that?
Lane's just saying in the chat room here, so Does not knowing this mean that I'm out for the round? No.
No, just leave it blank.
Just leave it blank. It's only if you get an answer. So if you write an answer down and it's wrong, that all your points are wiped out, Lane. So if you don't know the answer, then don't write it down. Leave it blank. Make sure you leave it blank, and then you can hopefully pick up points in later on. Exactly so. Thank you. Question 2. P-Prune is a well-known pilot's internet message and chat forum. But what does P-Prune stand for? And it's spelt P-P-R-U-N-E. Papa, Papa, Romeo, Uniform, November, Echo. Hint, it's 4 words. P-Prune is a well-known pilot's internet message and chat forum. But what does P-Prune stand for? What 4 words does it stand for?
As a hint, Captain Nick might have flown with the original creator.
Oh, yeah, I have.
I heard he sold that website for quite a hefty price and is now dripping with money. In fact, I met him once at a thing at Gatwick many years ago.
If he does, he didn't buy much beer.
Oh, really? What's his name? Danny
Boyle.
Danny someone. No, Danny Boyle. What was his name? That doesn't matter anyway. You don't get any extra points for it. Anyway, what does P-Prune stand for? Question 3. You're going to like this one. Louise is going to like this one. Adam is not going to like this one. Question 3.
Is it a radar question?
The Harry Potter one.
Yes, it is. What broomstick does Harry Potter receive as a Christmas gift in The Prisoner of Azkaban? What broomstick does Harry Potter receive as a Christmas present in The Prisoner of Azkaban? Hint, it's also the name of a World War II fighter.
Give me strength.
I was doing quite well till now.
What broomstick does Harry Potter receive as a Christmas present in The Prisoner of Azkaban? Hint, it's also the name of a World War II fighter.
Which fighter would that be?
It's the one that's named after Harry Potter's broomstick.
Are we 100% sure about that?
Yes. Well, Google is pretty sure. I can check it again.
He's just messing with you. He's just messing with you. Ignore him. He just doesn't know the
which
answer.
part.
He's bluffing.
All right. Number 4. Oh, did I change this? I thought I changed this. All right, this is an odd question. I guess I left it in.
Mate, they're all odd questions.
Yeah. So just remember I said at the beginning, some of these are very tenuous aviation links, and this one is probably the most tenuous of all. This is multiple choice, by the way. I'll say that again. What is the gestation period of the long-finned pilot whale? Is it 9 months, 16 months, or 19 months? What is the gestation period of the long-finned pilot whale? Aviation link there. 9 months, 16 months, or 19 months? Just concentrating very hard, thinking back to his whale training.
Whale of a tail.
So it's multiple choice, so you've got a 1 in 3 chance.
Yes, but if I get it wrong, then I lose everything.
Get it wrong, you lose all your points. That was a stinker of a question, wasn't it? Okay, the next one has a video clip to go with it. If you got that one ready, Matt. I'll read you the question first. No, let's see the video clip, in fact, first. Watch this video clip. The question will follow.
Let them know what's going on. Chief, this weather bulletin just came off the wire. Johnny, what can you make out of this? This?
So the question is simply, what 3 things can Johnny make of this? And I want all 3 of them for the point. What 3 things can Johnny make of the weather chart? I'll give you some seconds to think about that. Now I know Steph knows this one because we mentioned it the other day.
Steph definitely knows this one. I can only remember 2.
2 is not good enough.
I know. What's the other one?
I'll give you another few seconds to think about that one. This is cruel, Neil says. It's not cruel. It is meant to be tough. Glenn,
I've left one out, so I can
Elaine
guess.
Dickinson.
you can leave them out if you want. You just don't get the 30 glorious points, which will almost guarantee you victory.
Victory.
Do you mean you've left one of the three things that he makes from that? Or...
Oh no, I've left. I can't answer one of the questions, so I can guess now because it doesn't matter if I get one wrong.
Steph has just texted me the answer. She even got the spelling right in the third one.
Ooh, very good.
So bonus point to Steph for spelling it right. Okay, I think you've given enough time for that one. Number 6 is a goodie. Are we ready? Are we listening? Number 6. Which Shakespeare play is this aviation quote from? Now cracks a noble heart, good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing thee to thy rest. What Shakespeare play is that from? Now cracks a noble heart, good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing thee to thy rest. Flights of angels. See? It's all aviation.
Are you trying to give the impression that you're some kind of Shakespeare scholar?
No, not at all. I do know this play, though. I like this play very much, but no, generally not. So, which Shakespeare play was that from? Number 7. There's a picture to go with this. You can stick the picture up while I read the question. The question is this: with 19 race wins and 3 championship titles to his name, who is this well-known Red Bull Air Race pilot?
Elmer.
With 19 race wins and 3 championship titles to his name, who is this well-known Red Bull Air Race pilot? I couldn't remember. I thought perhaps he worked for your old lot, Nick, or is he a Nigel? He's one of the two.
He's a Nigel. He looks like a Nigel,
okay.
doesn't he?
Did you actually look at this photo before you sent it?
Is his name on there? Well, then that's a big clue then, isn't it?
Oh, boy.
Sadly, I can't get it.
I can't see it either. Well, you need his first name as well, remember?
Well blurred.
Quiz rules, first name and last name.
Suddenly you sending me a low-quality pick has worked out for you on this one, Pip.
It looks like an F, I think.
Okay, that was question 7.
Of course, the Spinks have an advantage there because they're watching it on their 428-inch 16K TV, aren't they?
Well, if he comes from Big Bird Airways, his first name will be Nigel.
Exactly. All right, question 8 goes like this. At 1,240 feet below sea level, Masada Airfield is the lowest elevation public airfield in the world. What country is it in? At 1,240 feet below sea level, Masada Airfield is the lowest elevation public airfield in the world. What country is it in?
I've got to get this one in. Presumably you've landed there, Pip, have you? Ordinarily it was at sea level.
No.
Oh, very good.
Very good. Minus 10 points to Al.
Yeah.
You must be in a negative by now, Al, surely.
Masada, if you want to know the spelling, if it helps, it's spelt Masada.
Why would that help someone?
I don't know. Masada Airfield is in which country? All right, question 9. Set in the 2060s, Jerry and Sylvia Anderson created which live-action puppet sci-fi series which shares its name with a world-renowned military air display team?
I think you got this one, Al.
Set in the 2060s, Jerry and Sylvia Anderson created which live-action puppet sci-fi series which shares its name with a world-renowned military air display team?
Just whilst you're thinking about it, I had the pleasure of working with Jerry many years ago, and what a lovely chap he was.
Oh, wow.
Ah, excellent. He died quite recently, did he not?
He did, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you got this one, this show in the States, Jeff. You did. I mean, did you get the show? Not did you get the question?
I got, well, the show is
you got them both.
Answer to the question, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, did you get the show? Was it a thing in the States?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I remember watching it when I was young. Excellent.
Okay, which brings us to the very final question, possibly, of the quiz. And I'm going to give you maybe a minute to think about this one. Question 10. On a standard English language Scrabble board, assuming no bonus squares and no other extra credit is given, how much would you score with the word phenom or phenom? P-H-E-N-O-M. Papa Hotel, Echo, November, Oscar, Mike. Assuming no bonus squares or credit given for getting all your letters out, what would phenom score on a standard Scrabble board? I'll give you a minute to think.
I'm banned from playing Scrabble because my words are always inappropriate.
Can't imagine why.
Hey, if you can get inappropriate on every word, that's very good.
That's a very high score, to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was the end of the quiz. So we're going to.
Should we just have a quick 2-minute break for everybody to just sort of double check their answers?
Well, we'll give them a quick 2 minute. It'll be so quick it will be 1 minute.
No, 2 minutes.
That's how quick this 2 minutes will
be.
Right,
okay, because I need a pee, so it's going to be 2 minutes.
Go on then, Matt.
Okay.
And we need you for the answers. So
Yes.
you go ahead, and we'll all sit here and
pick our
see if we
noses.
can, yeah.
Oh, you got your own.
So you join me here then at Farnborough 2018. It's the second day here, it's Sunday.
I can tell you the drunkest I've been, but you wouldn't like to hear the story.
No comment.
Look, manual trim. That's where I learned to trim.
But, ergonomically, I think the lemon's probably a little nicer to look at. Yeah, I need closure on that. A little what, Pip?
Story of your life.
She said.
Yeah.
Quite.
All right, are we good to go then?
Yeah, all good.
So people in the chat room and you lot in front of me, mark these down, keep a total for each round, and then we'll add it up at the end and see who the Be Clever Clogs is. So, round one was, of course, the picture round, which I always have enormous fun dreaming up. So, let's have a look. We'll go through, and if anyone knows it, just yell out the answer. So, what aircraft is that? And I've given a big clue by the F6.
Hellcat.
That cat.
F6.
Sega now.
Hellcat.
Hellcat. It's a cat who is obviously dressed as the devil.
Cat devil.
Cat devil.
I've written devil cat.
The F6 cat devil.
It rolls off the tongue beautifully, I think.
Yeah. So that was the Hellcat. Tanya got it. James Watson Firecat. No, pretty close. Okay, number two. I know Jeff got number two. I hope he got number two.
I did. Starlifter.
C-141 Starlifter, yes. Okay, just Starlifter was all that's required there. So if you got number two, Starlifter, I'm sure number three was a cinch. Let's have a look.
I didn't get it.
Number three, this is you.
I know.
I recognize that six-pack anywhere. This was a
Starfighter.
Fighter, yes, the Starfighter.
I was thinking it was a boxer.
I mentioned that Nick might. Yeah, I mentioned that Nick might have done a bit of dueling with the Starfighter. My reference to cutting your finger was the leading edge so sharp on the Starfighter that you could cut your finger on it.
Well, I think no. Honestly, you would if you ran up against it in a full sprint. I guess you could probably cut yourself, but it wasn't that sharp.
It was razor sharp.
It was like 3 mil or something radius.
Number four. This should be pretty straightforward.
I can get this one. I reckon I know this one. I reckon. Can I say? Because it's the only one that I'm going to get right all night.
Yes, go on.
It's the B-52.
Yay! B-52.
I got one. Well done.
Yeah, I got one. Yeah, that's lovely. Do I get 30 points for that? Right? Yeah. No.
Why not? You get 30 points.
Thank you. Awesome. Winning.
So that is the band at the B-52s. Number five. Right. This is my absolute favourite, and I hope someone got it. Number five. Let's have a look. Say what you see. Where's that picture?
It's the Beltran.
Orion.
3 Orion.
P3 Orion. Yes, please.
Oh, for
P3.
sake.
That is the constellation Orion, and there are 3 Ps in it.
Why have the P's got
Those
little
are
faces
Ps?
on them? Because that kind of makes it a little hard.
Yeah,
they're not faces. That's just the picture. That's just
those are faces.
an added bonus.
Like faces on
I promise you, I didn't put faces on
them.
That's just the way the picture came out. So that was the P3 Orion. I'm giving myself 20 points for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody's very smart.
I love that.
Clearly.
All right. I don't know if Micah's in the chat room, but I'm sure Micah would have got number 6. Let's have a look at number 6.
Okay, so
let's see the fuzzy picture.
Yeah.
That was the pixelated and the actual one. What did you change it to?
I changed it to Catalina.
There it is. Santa Catalina.
Yes. Here we go. Before and after.
Very good.
How are you getting along so far, Spinks?
All right so far.
Good.
Obviously.
All right so far. Okay. Very good. Very good. Right. Number 7 may have thrown a few people off. Let's have a look at number 7. So, what did we just before you reveal it, Matt? What did we think on the panel? Jeff, what did you think?
At first I thought F-15. Then I'm thinking maybe an F-22. I don't know.
Al?
I put Phantom because I had no idea. It's just grey.
Okay.
Glenn in the chat room saying MiG-29.
Yeah, it looks Russian, but it's grey, so I went F-22.
Spinks?
MiG-29, I think.
I don't know.
Nah, you should trust your husband. It is the MiG-29. Unpixelate, there it is.
There we go.
MiG-29. All right, number 8. I can't believe
bit Hornet-ish, so I was terrified.
Yes,
I
know.
Wrong.
I thought it might throw some people off. Number 8. I'd be amazed if people didn't get number 8, but
I have no bloody clue.
Routemaster Bus.
Oh, are you kidding? How can nobody get this? Right, hang on.
Written.
Let's see if the chat room have got this. I'm sure they have.
No clue.
A few seconds behind us, aren't they?
So
there it goes. Come on, chat room. Yes, Tony got it. Neil got it. Steph is just laughing at something. Dave got it. Yeah, loads of people got it. Let's unpixelate, please, Matt.
Oh, it's supposed to be Red Dwarf, is it?
There you go.
It was even written on the side. It's Red Dwarf.
What's that?
Nev says he thought it was LHR Tower burning on its side, which is an interesting thought. It's an unusual approach.
That's Red Dwarf. So those were all 1 point each. The next two are the two things spliced together. So there's 2 points if you can get both of these, or 1 point if you only got one. So what two aircraft is this? Anyone care to have a stab at the left-hand side one with the engines on it?
Oh, that's
380, yeah. And then the other side is...
An Antonov AN-124?
Oh, spot on. Maximum points to Jeff.
There we go.
Yay.
There it is. There it is. Okay, and then number 10, Nick should probably have gotten the left-hand side at least.
Well, it looks like
these.
a Draken, or is it a Vigan? I can never remember.
Well, you tell me which one you wrote down, and I'll tell you which one it is.
Well, I've written them both down. It's a matter of which one I cross out after you give me the answer.
Yeah, well, Fabian in the chat room got it. Of course, it's a Vegan and the F-16 on the right.
Right.
So
you get a point if you get half of it.
Yeah, so if you get one of half of it, you get 1 point. If you get both halves, then you get 2 points.
Okay.
So there was 12 points available in that round. So tot up your total and make a little note of it somewhere.
7.
Did you get them all right, Spinks?
Oh, yes.
100%? Oh, you
yeah.
smarmy.
Get out of here.
What's names? All right. Okay, so round 2. I apologize in advance for not making the pictures a bit bigger. But this is named the airport. Number 1 named the airport was this one, and it was pretty much on the Greenwich Meridian, and it is roughly at the same latitude as London. Well, not roughly, it is the same latitude as London. So that airport is...
Heathrow.
London City.
London City Airports.
Yeah.
Yay, it's London City.
Southend West, as it's known.
Quite.
Number 2 was this airport, which is as close as to the equator as you can get, and it's all the way around the west. Any ideas?
We thought Quito, maybe.
Oh, I hate you two. Yes, it's Quito in Ecuador.
Oh, wow. That's obscure. Wow. Good knowledge.
Anyone in the chat room get that? Yeah, Lane got that one. Oh, quite a few got that one.
Oh, yeah. Fabian did as well.
Fabian got it, yes. Well done, you clever clogs. That was Quito. The next
Lane
one was
Street as well.
very... Lane as well, brilliant. Well done, you. The next one was very difficult. This is at roughly 30 degrees north and 30 degrees east, and it's quite hot and quite pointy.
Quite hot and quite pointy.
Anyone got any ideas? Let's see if the chat room... No idea for Steph.
No idea. Cairo is... Lane is suggesting Cairo.
Cairo would be a fantastic guess. No, it's Cairo.
It is Cairo, right. Yeah, Stephen was saying Dubai, Tony S saying Doha, but no, so Cairo, yeah?
Yeah, I went for Dubai, but I knew it wasn't.
Cirrus VFR.
Hot and pointy.
Cirrus VFR is saying Cairo as well. Yeah, very good. Sharm el-Sheikh.
Yeah, well done, Cairo, yeah. That was a very tricky one. But it was nothing compared to number 4.
Good-o.
Let's have a look at number 4.
So 2 runways, 17 degrees south, 45.3 degrees. Well, just
100. So this is about as far east as you can get. At least it's the
Auckland.
No, Auckland is not quite as far east as this.
Thinking Perth.
Papeete.
Fiji. They're saying in the chat room here. Both Fabian and Lane Street saying South Pacific somewhere. Dr. Steph is suggesting. What did you say?
What did you guys say?
Pappy.
Who? Tahiti?
Tahiti.
No, they got it in the chat room. It is Nadi International in Fiji.
Fiji.
Well done. Well done, Lane.
Fiji. I couldn't find a more easterly airport.
Okay, this one.
This one should be fairly.
Does that mean we all get a
gettable.
load of points because the Spinks have dropped one?
Oh
yeah! For every point that they drop, you will get Loads.
Points.
We'll see how many at the end you need to win.
Okay.
And that's how many you have.
Harsh. Can't help but feel
a time break coming on.
Can't help but that poor.
Ooh, there could be.
So you can't help that the Spinks are being rather picked on rather here.
No, only one of them.
We're used to it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Only one of the Spinks.
Okay. Fair enough.
Louise is perfectly charming. The other one, however, is a right git.
Oh dear. Anyway, family show.
Yeah. Where do we get to? Right, number 5. This one's a monster of an airport. It's got at least 50 runways in all sorts of directions.
Yeah.
I can't read the lat long, but it's certainly somewhere in Jeffland. What do you think, Jeff?
Dallas Fort Worth International.
You would be 100% correct. That is Dallas Fort Worth, DFW. Does an airport need that many runways? I don't think so, but nevertheless, it has.
The more, the better.
Yeah, Liz said Dallas Fort Worth. Neil Lanwarn said Bungie. Maybe not. Dr. Steph.
Liz.
He's hit his head, apparently.
How did the Spinks fare on that one? Did they get Dallas?
Sorry, no, we didn't actually.
Ooh, 10 points.
That's
marvellous.
Goodness.
Adam thought it was Denver.
Well, that's tough luck. Right, number 6. These are pictures now. This number 6 should be pretty easy. What do we think in the chat room? Number 6. This is a beautiful place. Look at that. The Rock, otherwise known as...
have been there. Gibraltar.
Gibraltar, indeed. LXGB.
I think the Barbary Apes gave it away.
Yeah. That's Gibraltar on a
That's the first
sunny
one
day.
I got right.
The McDonald's gave it away, actually.
Did you go there at all, Nick?
Nope. Thank you very much.
Not even in the Air
dangerous,
Force.
the likes of me.
Everywhere you
It's
go.
lovely there.
So number 7. Thanks.
I'm going to give this one to Louise. Number 7. Let's have a look. This was a clip from a still from a movie.
I'm not used to seeing it from that perspective, to be honest.
True.
But it is
Barbara.
Barbara, yay.
And you can even see where Captain Jeff has put his wallet on the roof of the hangar there.
Oh my.
I didn't know where else to put it.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah, that featured in the Bond movie Quantum of Solace. Farnborough. Right, number 8. Let's have a look at number 8. Tricky one, perhaps.
I have a guess.
Oh, I really wanted you to get this wrong. It would have been the highlight of my year.
If I got this one wrong, I just hang it up.
Go on then, Jeff. Put us out of our misery. That is
the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport.
Maximum points.
Give the man
which
2
is 1.
points.
Atlanta Airport, KATL.
Does he really only get 1 point for all of that?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Oh, dear.
Lucky I don't dock him points for showing off.
That's okay.
Oh, right. Okay. My bad.
All right, lots of people getting that in the chat room. Neil thought perhaps it was Charles de Gaulle. No, good guess, but not quite. They do look fairly similar. Next one, I would expect you all to get this one because we have all been there together at the same time. Let's have a look at number 9.
Oh, gosh.
We've been picking.
Yeah, Glenn says Oshkosh.
Yeah. Oshkosh it is.
Point of order.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Okay. What is the name?
Whitman Field, surely.
Yeah,
correct.
Well,
all right, you can have it.
We'll give him some points for that.
But it's Oshkosh.
You also maybe caused a domestic incident because Adam actually said he was going to work that week, and now you've dropped him in saying that he was in Oshkosh. So,
Quite.
I mean, its identifier is Kilo Oscar Sierra Hotel Chaos. So I'm going with Oshkosh. But I'll give you Whitman if you put that.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
I suspect Adam's put the whole lot down.
Yeah.
Covering his options.
Okay, and then finally in this round, so let's have a look at the famous checkerboard. This is or was.
You can always go around. Kai Tak.
Kai Tak, Hong Kong.
Very good, Jeff.
Okay, so there was 10 points available there, one for each. Add them up, write it down, and wave your arms in the air if you got all 10 of them. No arm waving going on. Any arm waving in the chat room? 6 for he who must not be named.
I got 6.
I got 5.
5.
That's the best I've done so far. Which is
8. Fabian got 8. Glenn somehow got 15. Well done, Glenn. You got 50% more points than there were available. But I like his style, so I'm going to let that one go.
Yes, well, style, yes, yeah. Lane Street says he got 42, the meaning of life.
Yeah. Too late. Glenn already got in there. Excellent. All right, so that was round 2. Round 3 was Linky Dinky. Okay, let's see how we fared with Linky Dinky. So, what is the name of the military test pilot school formed in 1943 at Boscombe Down and later based at Cranfield Farnborough before returning back to Boscombe in 1968? It is the
Empire.
Test Pilot School.
Yeah, Empire is the key word there. Empire Test Pilot School. Okay. So, remember, these 4 questions lead to the answer to the 5th question. So, what name was given by the Romans to the northern lands of Britannia, which roughly coincides with modern-day Scotland? Anyone?
Looks like they're saying Caledonia.
Yeah, Caledonia.
Yeah, I did not get that.
Okay, so that was Caledonia. Number 3, what name is given to the generally 10 nautical mile wide air routes, often defined by radio beacon radios that aircraft navigate along on an IFR flight plan? They are called... Please tell me a professional pilot here got it.
Directs.
I call it jet routes.
We call them airways.
Oh.
But you got J's and V's. What are the
Jet
V's
Airways.
called?
Well, they're all called airways. The answer was airways for that one. Yeah, loads of people in the chat room got it.
In answer to your question, Nick, they're lower level airways.
Yeah, I know what they are, but I thought if a J stands for jetway, what's a V stand for?
Okay, and then number 4 was a picture of that aircraft built by Scottish Aviation in 1969. It saw service as a basic aerobatic trainer with the RAF, Swedish Air Force, and Hungarian Air Forces. What aircraft is it?
Don't spin it. The Bullfrog.
The Bulldog. Did we get that? Yeah, loads of people in the chat room. The Bulldog. So we've got 4 answers there. We've got Empire, Caledonia, Airways, and Bulldog. What one-word answer links all 4? Any clues here? Al, any clue?
No, still no idea.
Jeff or Nick?
Gin.
No, not a clue. That one completely goes over my head.
Hand it over to the Spinks then. What do you think?
British.
British Empire, British Caledonian, British Airways, British Bulldog.
Wow.
British. Yes, Steve Pride got it. Well done. Anyone else in the chat room get that one?
Pardon me. I do beg your pardon.
Took me ages to think of that. So there were 7 points available there. There was 1 each for the first 4, and then 3 if you got the link.
I got 1.
So add them up, write them down. 0 for Stephen Ivy. Oh, tough luck, Stephen. Then that took us on to round number 4. Oh, which was the Dude, Where's My Vowels? I think we probably all got 10 out of 10 here. Perhaps, maybe not. We'll see.
No.
Let's start with number 1. Let's have a look at the question. That's got the vowels removed from it. What aircraft is that? Hurricane, yes.
Yay.
Anyone? There it is, Spitfire. That was, of course, a Spitfire. Number 2. TriStar. There you go. TriStar. Number 3.
Dreamlifter.
Dreamlifter, yes. Going to be hearing all about that from Rick, no doubt, over the coming weeks and years.
Well, see, it all stemmed from the Boeing 747, and I can't.
Did you know? I was briefly very impressed.
Yeah.
Number 4, please. All right, let's leave that one on the screen for just a second. Anyone get this one?
Yeah.
It's not terribly difficult. Nick?
I got Warrior. At least I think it's Warrior, but I've no idea what CHRK is.
Let's have a look then, Matt.
Cherokee.
Cherokee Warrior, PA-28.
Can I have half a point?
No, I'm afraid you cannot.
You pig.
Quite.
Them's the rules. I didn't make it up. Oh, I did make it up, but no, you still can't have.
Yeah. Stephen saying in the chat room, that's 2 planes. Cherokee Warrior. Anyway.
That's 1 plane. As Dana gave us a long and detailed briefing on just a couple of episodes ago, I seem to recall.
That's why I knew that answer.
Yes.
Oh, I stopped listening. Sorry.
Number 5.
Please.
This
What's
is a
that one, then?
cruiser.
Sport cruiser.
Let's have a look.
Oh, the Stratocruiser.
Oh, shoot, I did the same thing you did.
You didn't really put Sport Cruiser, did you?
I did.
Yes.
I did.
But there's no P in it.
I know. I saw a P, apparently.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't see the P in that earlier one, the 3 Ps.
I see what you did
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Stratocruiser. Right, the next one then. Who got this one?
Goose.
Sprucey Goosey.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's let the chat room catch up. Yeah, Spruce Goose.
Isn't it frustrating when you see it when you're getting the answers just before the answer's announced, but you didn't get it at the time?
Yeah.
I thought the 5 seconds was a bit mean, if I'm honest, on each.
Well, if you left it up there too long, you'd figure it out.
What would they read that? Yeah, I guess.
Got to make them. Got to make it difficult.
Anyway, number
Let's
7.
have a look at this one then.
Yeah.
Here's a famous historic aircraft. Did we get this one? Anyone?
Yeah, that's the Wright Flyer.
Spinks.
Yeah, well, of course, this is the name of the actual airframe rather than the aircraft type.
Oh, you see.
Yeah, it is. She's quite right.
We'll let this one slide.
And it was only because it was like sponsored by St. Louis, wasn't it? By Louis, wherever it was, some city.
Well, they all got it in the chat room.
Louis Armstrong, wasn't it?
I thought it was Louis Vuitton.
Neil Armstrong.
Number whatever.
Number
Next
8.
one?
Yes. Now this one's this is a bit cheating because it's fictional.
Well, I changed this at the last minute because of yesterday.
Well, yes.
May
Is
the
this
4th.
because it's Star Trek week?
Oh, kill
Because
me.
it's Star Trek.
Actually,
Yeah,
Very good, yes.
So let's have a look. It is, of course, the Millennium Falcon. Well
I
done.
can't believe they brought out a film, and I think, what was it, 1977, and people are still going on about it now.
That's the deal.
Yeah. Anyway, number 9.
Next one. There we go. This should be pretty straightforward.
Hercules.
Hercules. C-130 Hercules. Beautiful. Yeah, chat room's getting them all. And then finally, I think.
Yes, correct.
The Osprey.
Yeah, Osprey.
Armando's
So there we go.
Beast.
There was, yes, Armando's Beast. There were 10 points available there, 1 for each. Add them up, make a note of it.
That's a big sigh, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. I feel the same, Jeff.
Actually, I got more points on that one than in the other round.
Oh, very good.
I should be happy. So far.
Round 5 was...
I got all of these.
Alpha Link.
Can't find my bit of paper. Alpha Links. Oh, yes, Alpha Links. Here we go. So, just to remind you, the answer begins with the next letter in the alphabet from the previous answer. So, you could work backwards and figure it out possibly if you didn't get one. So, number 1 in the Alpha Links, there was a picture. We can have a look at that. A handsome chap. Born on the 9th of March, 1934. Who is this pioneering aviator?
That's Yuri Geller.
It's his brother, Yuri Gagarin. First.
Oh, I thought it was the 10th of March.
First man. Yuri Gagarin. So that obviously begins with a Y. So
it could have begun with a U, which is what I wrote, which is why I found the next one so hard to get.
I was able to work backwards based on number 2.
Number 2, named for the German count who pioneered the idea in the late 1800s. What name is commonly given to the rigid airship design of the early 20th century? Obviously begins with a Z or a Z if you're speaking the right thing. Zeppelin. Indeed. These are 1 point each. So Zeppelin. Yes, Lane, you got it. Led, I'll give you a point for that. Led Zeppelin. Number 3. Oh, I wonder how many of you got this because there are loads of airlines beginning with this letter. Which airline in 1999 became the first in the world to offer online check-in? Begins with an A. Could be Air France, could be Air New Zealand, could be Air American Airlines, could be...
I went for a very left field guess at Air Asia.
So close, but not Air Asia. Any other guesses? Spinks, what did you go for?
Is it Alaskan?
Bloody well is as well.
Good.
Alaskan Airlines.
Alaska.
I put Virgin. Is that all right? Because they became Alaska.
That's tenuous to say the least.
Yeah, well.
Alaska Airlines. Number 4, there was a picture for this. Built by Beechcraft from 1961 and still in production today. What light twin is this, Nick?
Yes, Nick, tell us.
This is the Bonanza, I think. Because it begins with B.
No.
Wrong. The Baron, yes.
Baron.
Beach Baron.
Look, it's a Bug Smasher. Oh, I should have written Bug Smasher. It would have been much better.
Steph got Baron. Liz got Baron. Neil, no. Don't listen to Nick. That's the listen from this round.
Throwing everybody else.
Right. This next question, number 5. John Gillespie McGee Jr., Battle of Britain pilot and author of the famous poem High Flight, I Have Slipped the Surly Bonds of Earth, yada, 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 was born in which country?
Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia is good, but it's not right.
Chad.
Chad is good, yes, but it's not right.
Congo.
Chattanooga.
We got some Canada.
It's not a country.
Guyana.
They're very
doesn't even begin with the right letter. Anyone want to have a guess at this? I think
is
this
it
might
like
have slipped up a few of
USA
you.
North?
It is Canada.
Canada.
He was a Canadian Air Force pilot, but he was born in China.
Owen got that one.
What?
Yeah, Owen got that one. He put China.
Making
His,
it up.
I'm not. His parents were missionaries, and he was born in China.
Actually, I vaguely remember that now. How
Liz,
silly
did you
of me.
get that?
I do not believe Liz did, actually.
Yeah,
And it's just Catalonia.
You have officially shocked the chat room. Stephen is going, what?
Yeah.
Did the Spinks get it? That's all that matters.
Right.
No.
They said Canada. They said Canada. You're wrong.
Well, in the chat room,
wrong.
In the chat room, it looks like it's literally only Owen that got that one right by the look of it.
Wrong.
Wow.
Wrong.
Okay. Yes.
I hate you.
Okay.
Wrong.
Yes.
That means we all get like 10 points now?
Something
You'll
like
get
that,
100 points each, yeah.
At least. Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, he was born in China. Big shock. Okay, getting back to slightly easier questions. Question 6, a United Airlines DC-10 flight 232 crashed on the 19th of July 1989 at Sioux City Airport. But which airport, beginning with D, did it depart from?
Denver.
Denver as well.
Yeah, Denver would be correct. Dallas. No, not Dallas.
Not Detroit, then.
Not Detroit. Not Dunstable. Denver.
Not Dunsfold.
Dunsfold. All right, now there was a bonus point for this next one, which you probably all got because Nick gave it away because he has a big mouth.
Who, me?
Thank you, Nick.
Question 7 was first flown on the 18th of February 1977. What was the name of the first NASA space shuttle? And a bonus point if you could tell me how many days it spent in space over its entire lifetime. So the name, first of all, of the space shuttle was?
Enterprise.
Enterprise, yes. And it spent a grand total of how many days in space?
None.
0.
0.
Really, rather than
unless you're talking about
Enterprise,
the space around it.
Never went in space.
Yeah.
It never went in space. It was just an atmospheric test vehicle. I'm pretty sure Laura got that one. Yay. Did Laura get it? I'm sure she did. Yeah. Enterprise and 0 days. So 2 points if you got them both. Let's have a look at this awesome clip, please. What film was this? This could have been an actual real footage.
Put it out.
It was actually a Delta MD-88 that they used.
All right, we're not going to make that. Our engines are burning up. I see a field and a road ahead of us. We're going to set it down.
They may as well have done.
Yeah.
Oh no, fire the right now!
Not like you're using them for anything.
Not anymore.
I'm still slightly embarrassed that I had to ask whether this was correct way up or not.
I'm assuming, therefore, you've not seen the film, Matt.
No, I have not.
I thoroughly recommend that you watch it.
Oh, okay.
Even if you get bored after the first few minutes,
right?
Just rewind.
Okay.
What was the opening scene then, Al, that you're hinting at? I don't remember it.
It's a hotel scene. Jeff knows it well. He was part of the
when he's drinking
team. They
I live it
took
every
on
day.
board. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but it's daft as anything.
Okay, and the
what
film
was the answer? If the film is called, anyone?
Flight.
Flight, yes.
Right. Okay. So I'm going. So on Al's recommended. This is going to win badly, isn't it? On Al's recommendation alone, I'm going to be downloading the film Flight this evening.
Yeah. No, it is a good movie, Matt. You'd like it.
Okay. All right.
It's a bit silly,
it was
but
so
you'd
good.
like it.
We didn't show it on our aircraft movie system because they were worried that passengers would all be terrified.
But then you see, this is the thing. That's the one thing that gets me with Carlos is when he's on an aeroplane flying somewhere. If some of them do have like the air crash investigation stuff on it, he'll watch it on a plane. I can't get my head around that.
Well, to be fair, the hotel scene was rather tame for an Acme Red crew, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, only 1 or 2 girls. I mean, normally there's like 14 on a crew.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I see where we're going with this. Shall we move on?
Please do. Right, I'm going to give a bonus point here to members of the panel if you can do me a good impression of this. Family Guy's Glenn Quagmire is an ex-Navy pilot and current airline captain. What is his well-known single-word catchphrase?
Giggity.
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 Extra point if you can do a good impression.
Oh. Rude.
Oh.
It is giggity. Giggity goo. Giggity. 1 point for giggity. Do we all get that in the chat room? Giggity, giggity, giggity,
Yeah,
giggity,
lots of
giggity.
giggities
Yep.
in the chat room.
Loads of giggities. Can never have enough giggities.
Quite.
And then finally, in the Alpha Links, let's have a look at the picture. Founded in 1922, which aircraft manufacturer produced these aircraft?
And the Spinks will now name them.
Einkels. They're Einkels.
Starting top left, then working round in a clockwise direction.
No, we haven't got time for that. Come on. So there was 11 points available there. So you got an extra point if you said 0 days in space. So add them up, make a note. And we'll move on to round 6. We're almost there, people. There is light at the end of the
Good afternoon,
tunnel.
ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain, Glenn Quagmire.
Love it.
Very good. So number 6 was Movie Mash. Let's have a look at the clips then. So what movie, and there was a bonus point for this first one if you could give me the full title of the movie. But let's have a quick look at the clip. So it's the famous scene of him riding the bomb.
Oh, I can see it now. You said it.
The large nuclear bomb. Okay, so the movie, the short form was...
Dr. Strangelove?
Dr. Strangelove, but the full name of the movie was
Dr. Strangelove and his Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Close.
Okay.
Got it.
Like it, yes.
So it was Dr. Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Oh, now Glenn's put Dr. Strangelove and How We Learned to Love the Bomb. Does that count?
No, that doesn't count, actually.
No.
It's How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Wow, okay. Harsh.
So 1 point.
I tried for you, Glenn. I tried.
1 point for Dr. Strangelove.
Nice job.
Did Masha get it? Yes, well done,
Masha.
Masha.
You did bang on, look. Well done, Masha, there, yeah.
Wow. So it wouldn't be fair for me to give a point to Glenn.
No, all right, yeah. And
Masha got it
Tony,
right.
yes, as well.
Yeah, Neil
Tanya
got
said
it as
she got
well.
Both. Yeah.
All right, there we go. So number 2, let's have a look at this movie. Very well-known movie from mid-90s, I think. This is Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. Is it? Flipping it.
On a rope underneath a helicopter. Being winched around by Mel Gibson.
Right.
There's Mel Gibson. Being flown around somewhere over Vietnam.
Yeah. Okay. Great movie.
Great movie. And it was...
Air America.
Air America, yeah.
America.
1 point for Air America. Tom got that one. Tom Duggan, well done, you. So did Glenn. I'm sure loads of people got that one. Number 3. So these are 2 movies. We're hearing one movie and seeing another movie. Let's have a look.
I love the way you got bitching Betty as he pulls the hood back.
So the movie we're looking at is a very recent movie. I think it was probably last year, or maybe 2018. I forget now. But
Good film, actually. I really enjoyed it. It was a really good film.
Yeah, it was a good film. So the movie we're hearing is
Miracle Over the Hudson.
What was the name of the movie?
Miracle on the Hudson?
Sully.
Or Sully.
The movie was called Sully, yeah. You don't get a point for Miracle on the Hudson. You get a point for Sully. And the movie we were watching was...
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
Yeah, Dunkirk.
Dunkirk, yeah. Dunkirk.
Yeah.
Starring... What's that guy's name?
Tom Hardy, wasn't it? Who was flying
Tom
the
Hardy,
Spitfire,
that's the fella's name, yeah.
But
when he crashes on the beach.
It even got Harry Styles from One Direction who was acting in it and stuff. He was actually surprisingly good. Yeah, anyway.
Okay, excellent. Then number 4. Let's have a look at which 2 movies we were looking at and hearing.
Delta Charlie Diner. You're clear to land at 180 degrees. Jose Jimenez on approach. Say again? My name, Jose Jimenez. Oh yeah, Shepard, I almost forgot. You are clear at 180 degrees. We have some boys down here who want to talk to you about being an astronaut. They want to make me an astronaut. Oh, I hope not.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with a movie we were looking at.
Again, Right Stuff.
So we've got Con Air written down here a lot.
Con Air and Right Stuff.
Con Air and the Right Stuff, yeah, absolutely.
I got one.
The audio was the scene, it must be early on in the movie when Alan Shepard's landing on an aircraft carrier and he's putting on a silly voice. I forget the actor's name. There we go, Con Air and the Right Stuff. And then finally, what movie are we seeing and what movie are we hearing?
I got the audio clip.
Well, that's got to be Tora Tora Tora.
Yes.
Not one pair, 2 pair. Repeat, 4 bogeys. Wood, we got 4 bogeys.
And Hot Shots.
Hot Shots.
Nice try.
Oh, shit! He's got a radar lock on us.
Get out of there, Hollywood. Get out of there, goddammit.
Was that a joke, Adam, or did you... Of course it was Top Gun. Hollywood.
Nobody was saying anything. I thought, well, maybe not.
So it was Tora Tora and Top Gun, is that correct?
Yeah, Tora and Top Gun. If you put down Hot Shots, you lose all of your points for this quiz.
Right, okay.
And any other quiz that we might do.
Ever.
So there were 9 points available there. There was 2 points for the Dr. Strangelove, 1 for Air America, and then 2 for the other 3. So 9 points. Add them up, write them down. Last round was the wipeout round. Ooh. Remember, if you got a single question wrong, if you answered it and got it wrong, you lose all your points for that round. If you left it blank, that's fine. If you answered all of them, then you got an extra 20 bonus points. So let's just hear a little bit of that clip then, please. What aviation-themed radio sitcom is this?
Do the briefing, Martin.
Right, destination is Guspini.
That's Benedict Cumberbatch talking.
For the avoidance of doubt, crew should note that any time Timbuktu is referred to, Guspini is meant.
Yes, I believe we're up
That's
to
Roger
speed
Allen.
with the deception.
In the unlikely circumstance the actual Timbuktu is referred to, the name is
No, Masha.
repeated twice.
How do you mean?
Timbuktu,
Tony, get it
Timbuktu.
Lots of stuff coming in on the chat room here.
No!
Yeah,
Timbuktu,
Tabby got it.
Guspini, Timbuktu, Timbuktu.
No,
it's
not
Timbuktu.
cabin fever.
Oh, I see.
Cabin pressure?
But you only repeated it
Cabin
once.
pressure, yeah.
Timbuktu, Timbuktu.
Exactly. You said it, and then you repeated it. If you repeated it
I need to-
twice,
is
you'd
this a
said,
BBC job?
Timbuktu, Timbuktu,
It
Timbuktu.
is,
yeah.
I need
it's
to go
also
and
on
find this.
iTunes,
Yeah.
and it is.
Yeah, you can't get it for free,
phenomenally
unfortunately.
I shall
It's bound to be on YouTube somewhere.
Personally think it's the best comedy ever written on anything, and it just happens to be about aviation. No, it's not even on YouTube.
Really?
They've kept it pretty kind of a tight rein on it. You have to buy it from iTunes. It's not terribly expensive, a couple of quid per season, but well worth the investment. Super
I can't
funny.
remember how many
written by John
seasons there are.
Fenimore.
Yeah, about 3 or 4, but okay, there you go.
3 in a special, 3 in a Christmas special. Lovely stuff. So it was cabin pressure. 1 point for cabin pressure. If you got it wrong, then you got no points for this round. P. Prune, this is question number 2. P. Prune, P-P-R-U-N-E, is a well-known pilot's internet message and chat forum. But what does P. Prune stand for? Anyone? Is anyone brave enough?
Rumour Network.
Professional Pilots Rumour Network, yeah. If you want to go and read stuff from the most negative and mean-spirited people in the world, then P. Prune's the place to go.
That's why I don't.
So where did prune come from?
Everybody's getting this right in the chat room.
Tree?
Came from World War II cartoon for a bumbling pilot officer called Pilot Officer Prune.
Chris Marsh says he did very badly on this round too. Chris, I'm very glad I'm not actually doing the quiz because I don't want to know how badly I would have done in this.
And thank you, Nev. Danny Fine, that's the guy who created it.
Ah, wow.
Yeah, he works. Danny Fine. I met him once or twice. Nice guy. Yeah, I'm sure I heard that he sold the website because if you go onto it now, it's full of advertising. I heard he sold it for quite a hefty sum.
Oh wow!
I went laughing to the bank. Anyway, number 3 was the Harry Potter question. What broomstick? And there was a question from the Sphinx as to the accuracy of this.
I think we should.
We might just have to Google this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what broomstick does Harry Potter receive as a Christmas gift in The Prisoner of Azkaban?
Firebolt.
I wrote down something different. I think you're right. Actually, I think I
don't remember a World War aircraft called a firebolt.
Yes.
Well,
I wrote down
this discussion before. This seems like.
No, it was the first one was the Nimbus 2000 was the question, and the other,
which is what Lane has written in the chat room here.
It was. Yeah, you're right. It was Firebolt. For some reason, I wrote down Thunderbolt, but it is Firebolt.
Oh.
Firebolt is the correct answer.
Hang on a minute. You wrote down Thunderbolt. I've written down Thunderbolt. How come I can't get a correct answer?
There's a point of order, I think, that Adam is going to make. Yeah?
Adam?
Is somebody recording this just for evidence?
Yes. No, it'll be available for listening to afterwards. It's all good.
Okay.
You got the right answer. What are you complaining at?
No complaints. I just want to make sure the evidence is recorded.
Firebolt.
So you
number 4.
Me you gave me a
what we'll do, Adam, is
clue.
we'll do what air traffic controllers do when they make a mistake. And due to an operational error, unfortunately, the tapes were accidentally erased.
Right.
Sorry, Al, I can't hear you. I'm on the landline.
And just for your info, there is an aircraft called the Firebolt.
Yes, so
it wasn't too far off the Second World War.
No, the Starfire Firebolt, sometimes called the Starfire Firebolt Convertible due to its removable canopy, is an American home-built aerobatic biplane that was designed by G.H. Mack Mackenzie and produced by Starfire Aviation. There you are.
But that's not a World War II fighter, you said?
Well, it's pretty close.
What?
Anyway, it was Firebolt.
Catch up, Nick.
Oh boy! Right.
Unbelievable.
Thanks for that, John.
Number four was multiple choice. I mean, I've lost my YouTube. Where's it gone? Here it is. It was multiple choice. What is the gestation period of the long-finned, not the short-finned because they're different, the long-finned pilot whale? Is it 9 months, 16 months, or 19 months? Anyone brave enough to have a
Is this the male or
stab?
the female version?
We would hope the female.
Okay, just checking. Just in case the Spinks have some, random query on this one.
Laura thinks it's 19. Liz says it's 16. Well, Liz is an expert in long-finned pilot whales. It is, in fact, 16 months.
Hey.
That would have been my guess, but I did not guess.
Yeah, 16 months. Well, you were right not to guess. Okay, let's have a look at the clip for number 5.
Right, I've actually
get this.
I've got the answer that I'm playing here. Is that right? Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah. Please, yeah. Play the answer. So, what 3 things could Johnny make out of this?
Here we go then.
Johnny, what can you make out of this?
This? Well, I could make a cap, or a brooch, a pterodactyl.
The brooch.
Brooch and a
A hat,
pterodactyl.
a brooch, and a pterodactyl.
As you do.
It's the 3 things he can make. And if you spelt pterodactyl wrong, I'll let you off.
Oh.
But this has a silent P.
Okay.
A hat, a brooch, a pterodactyl. Yes, Steph got that one. Well done, Steph. Number 6. What Shakespeare play is this aviation quote from? Now cracks a noble heart, good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing thee to thy rest. Anyone want to stab at this? I tell you, it's the very end of the play when everyone dies, as they always do in Shakespeare plays.
So cheery. So cheery.
The main character dies, his uncle dies, his mother dies, his best friend dies.
Lovely.
Hamlet?
It's Hamlet.
Ah, very good.
I'll
That's
give you
what
a
I would
bonus
have guessed,
point.
but I didn't.
I'll give you a bonus point if you can tell me who said the line.
Hamlet.
He's dead.
Yorick. Oh, no, he's dead too.
He's dead. He's about the only person who didn't die.
Horatio?
Horatio said it. Extra point there for Matt.
Yeah, weirdly, that's one of my few areas of expertise.
Really brilliant.
Yeah. Hamlet's very good. I do enjoy that.
It's the first time it's ever been vaguely useful, I'll be honest.
Number 7, there was a picture with this, and possibly, if you look closely enough, you could see the answer. With 19 race wins and 3 championship titles to his name, who is this well-known Red Bull Air Pace pilot and Nigel? Nigel is a derogatory term for pilots who work for British Airways, if you didn't know that.
Quite. Did not know that.
Well, anyway, this guy is called... Anyone?
Paul Bonham.
Paul Bonham, yeah. Oh, he's a
well
BA747 skipper. Nev says, yeah, Paul Bonham. He, I see him fairly often up at Sywell, where I do my flying sometimes. Paul Bonham. Okay, number 8.
Do you get 2 points for both names?
No, he's only got one name.
Dash.
Paul Bonham. Number 8 was at 1,240 feet below sea level. Masada Airfield is the lowest elevation public airfield in the world. What country is it in? Anyone want to take a stab? Somewhere low.
The Dead Sea.
Jordan.
Oh, Jeff's on to it.
Israel.
Israel is the correct answer. Israel.
Big battle occurred.
I picked the wrong side of the war. I wrote Egypt.
It's just on the Dead Sea. Number 9, set in the 2060s, Jerry and Sylvia Anderson created which live-action puppet sci-fi series which shares its name with a world-renowned second-rate military air display team? It's, of course, Thunderbirds.
And that was a big part of why I became a pilot. I watched that all the time.
Oh, really? I wasn't sure if you got it over there.
Yep.
As I said earlier, Jerry, he really didn't make very much money out of any of his work doing those children's TV series. but he was just such a genuinely nice guy. He had absolutely no ego at all.
Brilliant. Thunderbirds. All right, then the final question was, on a standard English language Scrabble board, assuming no bonus squares or extra credit is given, how much would Phenom score on the Scrabble board? P-H-E-N-O-M. Was anyone brave enough to go for this?
11.
You can have a guess if you like. 11. It's close.
14.
No.
12.
No. Keep going.
13.
Yay, 13. 13. The P is 3, H is 4, E is 1, N is 1, O is 1, and the M is 3.
Lucky 13.
Of course,
Adam, is that... Yeah, sorry, Jeff. I was going to say, Adam, is that miraculously what you've put on your answer sheet?
We didn't guess because it would have been a guess, so we didn't put anything down.
All right. So add them all up for all your rounds, honestly, chat room, and then start posting it in the chat room, and I'll try and see who's. I think there was total points of what did I write down? 59 available, or 89 if you got the full house and the wipeout round.
34 for me.
Fabian got that. Gwen got that. What are you going too fast, chat room?
Tony S has done well.
7.
Lane Street's got 51.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm just writing them down here.
36.
And you got that. Tony did rather well. Well done, Tony. Oh, Tony, is that your real score? Because that puts you in the lead, I believe.
No, Lane's got 51, I think. Lane Street's got 51.
Yeah, Lane's got 51.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, that's what it says on his...
I know he said that, but that's not what he got. Come on, Lane. Is that really what you got?
Liz says 40. Neil Lanwarn's got 40.
Oh, Mike Gibbons in the chat room. Hi, Mike.
Well done, Liz.
Got 32. All right, so while you add up yours, let's just read some. So, yes, Fabian says he got 36. I can't read my own handwriting. Someone else got 39. Liz got 40.
Cirrus
37.
Cirrus VFR got 47.
24 for Tanya. Tony got 43. Masha 21. Lane says he got 51, which would put him somewhere in the lead, I reckon.
He says honest. Wow. He says that is his honest score.
Oh, then if that's honest, that puts you in the lead. Mike Gibbons, 737 Captain Mike, got 32. 47 for Tony. Yeah. Okay, so we've got some very good scores there. And Lane, so far, is the winner with 51. But let's see if any of our panel... Oh, look at that. They're looking smug already. Let's see how our panel did. So, let's... Al, how many did you get, sir?
Yeah, sorry, I jumped the gun there a little bit. 34 for me.
34, very respectable too. Nick?
An improvement on 12 from last time. 40.
Oh, very good.
Ooh, 40, very good
nice.
score. Very good score. Visitor from the West, Jeff?
Well, Fabian and I did the same score. 36.
Very good, very good. And then it fills me with dread and loathing to ask. But let's ask those Spinks.
Well, we got 53.
53. Now, 53. But
so I think there might be a tiebreak coming on.
Well, you've got 53, but that's half for you and half for Louise, so you've got 26 and a half by my reckoning.
You have to halve it.
That seems only fair to me. But in the interest...
3 of them, look, a cat.
I mean, in the interest earlier, Betty was there, so it needs to be divided by 25.
Yeah, quarter it.
Yeah. In the interest of fair play, I'm going to dock you 2 points.
Oh, rude.
Because there's 2 of you.
Have a tie-break question.
Which makes it a tie-break, funnily enough. Who would have thought it? So Lane on 51 and the Spinks on 51, but everyone can join in the tie-break. And then this will decide the winner.
No answers in the chat room, obviously, until...
No answers in the chat room just yet.
No, indeed.
Oh, it doesn't really matter. You can put the chances in.
Well, no, because Lane is going for the win here. So, it's got to be a player.
I see. Yeah, okay. we'll have the Spinks give their answer, and then Lane give their answer, and everyone else can give an answer. So this is a closest to sort of a question. The answer is a number, and whoever's closest to the number is the winner. So you ready for the tiebreaker? Here we go. If you took the -200 model of each of these aircraft, so just the 200 model of a Boeing 717, a Boeing 727, a 737, a 747, 757, 767, and 777, if you took the 200 model of each of those and laid them nose to tail with no gaps, how many feet and inches is their combined length?
Oh my gosh.
And you may ask why the 787 isn't in there, because you don't get a 200 787.
Can we not use English measurements rather than feet and inches?
Feet and inches.
Harsh.
Oh, I suppose I could convert it.
Lane said his internet dropped. Can you ask the question again, please?
Okay, Lane. If you took, so just considering the -200 model of each of these aircraft, the Boeing 717, 727, 737, 747, 757, 767, and 777, laid them end to end, so nose to tail with no gaps, how many feet and inches is their combined length?
So you want the answer. So you want the answer in feet and inches. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, just let me do the converting on my iPhone.
Yeah.
And we can
Okay.
have it
I was going to say.
both,
So I mean, you can always do a conversion.
Yeah,
will you accept furlongs?
No. Either meters and centimeters or feet and inches is the only acceptable answers. Let's do. Where is it?
So Fabian's asking, why not the 707? Is that because there wasn't a -200 variant, or?
Because I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot about the 707. But it's my quiz, so there.
Okay. So just.
Right. So, Spinks, do you need some more time to come up with an answer?
No, we have an answer.
Ooh.
Okay. So let's have then, please, your answer. Is this in meters or feet and inches?
Well,
I would prefer
it
meters.
said it had to be in feet and inches, so we did all the mental arithmetic.
That's good. Feet and inches. What's your answer?
So we're going for 1,410 feet.
Okay, Lane, has he posted his answer yet?
Not yet, no. So, Lane, please post what you think your answer is in the chat room.
I'm going to give you 30 seconds, Lane, to post your answer.
Oh.
In feet and inches.
Here we go. Oh, the suspense is very exciting. I should have got some scary music.
Echo, play scary music.
The playlist Haunting Themes on Amazon Music.
Oh, what?
Come on, Lane. I'm going to give you another 10 seconds.
If you scroll up in the chat, Lane's got internet problems. I think that's an excuse.
Does that mean he's looking for his calculator?
I think that's a.
All right, everyone else. Let's. If people in the chat room, if you want to post your answer, let's. Jeff, what did you go for?
I said 1,035.
1,035 feet. Al?
1,500 feet.
1,500 feet. Nick?
801 feet, 6 inches.
801.5 feet. Neville Bounds has said 1,350. Fabian, you've got to be awkward, Fabian. 339 meters. 750 feet, 1,250, 1,492.
To be fair, Fabian is a child of the metric.
Yeah. Owen, wherever he is, says 1,200. But nothing from Lane yet. I'm going to give you another few seconds, Lane. I can tell you, in amongst that lot, one of you is within 3 feet of the right answer.
Wow.
3 feet? Wow.
Less than
one of you
meter.
is within 3 feet. In fact, one of you is with 2 feet and 10 inches of the right answer. 1,492, 1,200.
Oh, come on, Lane. Come on.
Come on, we can't. Oh, we got to go, Lane. It's 11 o'clock now.
He's having a revel of a job at Googling it, isn't he?
Oh, stop it.
Well, Fabian has Googled what 339 metres is, and he's come up with 1,112 feet, 2,457 inches, which just goes to show that you should never believe everything off the internet.
Not where you go, anyway.
Oh, by the way, I thought I'd put up your little house there.
Oh, look. You got
it's very nice, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're giving him enough time. He seems to have dropped off the internet.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm gutted.
How inconvenient.
Well, I can tell you that the actual answer, according to my calculations in Google, the total combined length of those
so far, hasn't it?
aircraft is... Just checking the chat room, Lane. No, is 1,132 feet and 2 inches, which means Jeff was within 3 feet of the right answer.
Wow.
Jeff said 1,035 feet, which makes
Well done,
it 2
Jeff.
feet and 10 inches. And Spinkies, you were actually pretty damn close as well. Al, not bad. Nick, not very good at all, really. Must do better.
Little aeroplanes. What am I supposed to know?
So I do declare, reluctantly, and with a heavy sense of nausea,
oh dear,
that the Spinks, Adam and Louise Spink, are in fact the winners of this quiz. Well done. All right, so much for my 90-minute target.
Yeah, it's better than last time. It's a whole hour and 10 minutes less than last time.
Okay. Chat room, thank you very much indeed for joining in and contributing. I hope you enjoyed that. Just before we go, I'm going to get it right this time, Matt, because I was so embarrassed last time. If you want to find these fine folks out there, if you want to see and hear more of them, then you can start. Let's see you, Matt. Where are you?
I'm here. Sorry. Hello.
You can find
I am
this
here.
fine gentleman, Matt Smith, doing all the magic. You can hear him and his colleagues, Nev, Carlos, Armando, every week, usually on a Friday night live at Plain Talking UK. Go and check them out if you haven't already.
Thank you, mate. It's a pleasure.
I forgot the plug last time.
It's been a pleasure to help you out, mate.
Thank you so much. You've done a wonderful job as usual. Couldn't have done it without you. If you want to see and hear more of these two white-haired gentlemen down here, then I'm sure you know you can find them at every week. In fact, I think you're doing Thursday afternoon this week, if memory serves.
I think you're correct.
airlinepilotguide.com. Lovely.
Oh yeah, can I plug the plane tale this week?
Oh yes, do.
Please do.
Yeah, we've got a really good start of a 4-part interview with a fascinating bloke who has jumped some of life's biggest hurdles to get his way up, and he would probably be a captain now if it hadn't been for an airline captain. It hadn't been for COVID-19, but great interview, 4-parter.
Brilliant.
And I can concur with that because I've flown with said gentleman.
Oh, you would have done. Yes, he was flew for the Spot EM, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah. We flew together on a couple of occasions. Nice guy.
Excellent.
I'm intrigued. Look forward to that. If you want to see more of those two over there, the Spinks, then you'll probably have to go to their house and look through their kitchen window.
Fair enough. Yes, slightly stalkerish.
Their address, if you want it, is.
Vader has come down. Silence.
Thank you very much, Adam and Louise, for joining in. Lovely to see you. Brilliant. And then if you get bored of all that and you want to even more, then you can come and see Al and I, or listen to us at least, at planesafetypodcast.com. But for now, thanks everyone for joining in.
Before you go, Pip, I think we should just say, I think a nice little round of applause. There's a lot of work going into that on Pip's part. Well done, mate.
Yeah, well done, Pip.
Nice. Thanks, mate.
Good job.
I enjoyed it. Gives me something to do. That was good fun. Well done.
Excellent job.
Okay, so I think, Matt, let's kill the live stream. Thanks, everyone. See you later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, live stream. Bye, live stream.